Hi, TAs for GERO 310. It's me, John. You can see Tim down below. Tim is going to be kind of the epicenter for grading. I want to welcome you all. Okay, so Nikki, hopefully you're doing really well in medical school. Christina, Cecilian, it's great to have you on board for the first time. We have Annette Gomez, who's a veteran. And so I wanted to kind of give you a heads up of what we're doing here in 310. This is, your view. Hopefully you all can get in and access this. There's a lot more that you can see when you're a TA versus a student. Kind of a key feature here is going to be getting in here and going into the grade center and doing the grading. We're going to divvy up the distribution of students, okay, here real soon. We may even do it today. Annette, I'm not sure if you're going to be doing 310 and 200, or we may switch you to 200. I'm sorry, but I have to talk to Maria Hankey about this. Okay. Alrighty. So you guys are all familiar with this class. The quizzes are done automatically. Tim and I will run the polling questions. The grading that you will be doing, of course, are the midterms and the final. This does not show up in student view, but I'll show in a second. What you see when you look at the exam is the answers are laid out. That's different from when you took the class, Christina. And then we get down here. Again, we have the desired answer. Here's the question. This is the desired answer. You have to be pretty flexible, and Tim and I will help you guys through this. Obviously, Annette and Nikki, you guys are veterans, but we'll help you, Christina. Okay. So you're welcome to sift through this, Christina, just get familiar with it. Something new that I'm doing this year is the discussions. Okay. Remember before, guys, I would just randomly choose 4 of you and ask you to talk about things in class. And I just felt like I was losing most of the class. People would talk too long. Everybody's eyes would roll back in their heads. So what I've done is I've set up a request for the students to do the discussions. We'll click right here and you'll see what I'm talking about. So the first discussion was just to tell us about their experience with cancer. The grading on this, okay, is they get 2 points, one for a post and one for their primary post, and one for a post on somebody else's post, okay? And I'll show you the percent distribution that this discussion is going to be worth. So I've shifted that a little bit, okay? And so every lecture has something new. So what I've done, like these, some of you guys will remember, I'm sure Christina remembers this article when you click into it. So what I'm doing is I'm asking students to review just the first half, okay? And I'm also, when I ask them to do this, I just want them to give me, 3, 4, 5 sentences, not just a quick overview. That is the key thing. You know what I mean? So we click into here, okay, and we can see the students are already posting, and you can see kind of an example here. We can look at Charlotte's, okay, and she just did this much, and that's more than adequate. All right. Here's Esteban clicking in, all right, which was great, and then I did a little something. So if you guys have the time, you get in there as well, okay? We're going to give them, I haven't even figured this out, but even though it's every lecture, we're going to give them a full week to get this done before we close the discussion, okay? All right, so that's how that's going to work. All right, next. Okay, so I guess that's about it. So what I can do is I'm going to go into the full grading center, which you guys will do, okay? So, all right, so we are in. You see everybody's names here, okay? And just to give you a feeling, okay, of how this thing is all set up, you come in here and we can edit column information. So this is weighted total, okay? So we see right here, okay, so I went into the weighted total, okay, and then this is also in the syllabus, but the 3 exams, are worth 70% of their grade, okay? The quizzes that are the pre-exam quizzes that you guys are all familiar with, the 20 question multiple choice, are 5% of their grade. And polling is going to be 10% of their grade, and discussion is 15. So this is, instead of having this vague class participation, that's gone, and now we have this part, which is discussion, okay? Certainly with class participation, I can certainly edge things up, but that's kind of what that looks like right here. And this is how we set it up, which, neither here nor there for you guys, okay, in terms of how things work. Okay, so you come back over here, bing, okay, and what you would then do is you get to find what's going on here. So these, Christina shows you what needs to be graded, okay? So I can go through here and I should know what Esteban's last name is. I have no idea, but all right, I'm just gonna randomly try and find like the first one here. So what I will do is I'll look at Sabrina's, okay? So we go here, you click here, and you say grade user activity, okay? So you see how I did that? And so we go in here and we see that Sabrina has done 2 posts. That's perfect. She's going to get 2 out of 2, okay? And now see, just do a little great job, Sabrina, and say thank you for being open about your experience with cancer. Okay, because the oops, sorry, because this particular question was asking students to talk about their personal experience with cancer. Okay, so I would post this, submit. Okay, all right, and then what you then do, Christina, is you click right here, and it takes you to the next person. Okay. And here's Corey. So he's only done 1. It's not time to grade because he has all the way till next week. Okay. All righty. So that's how that works. Okay. So then we can come back here to the full grade center. Boom. Okay. And we see that right here now. Sabrina has 2 points. And that's pretty much how it runs. Okay. And other than that, so you'll have intense periods when the midterms are due, and then you'll have lax periods when the midterms are not due. You just gotta, I want you guys just to stay on top of making sure you're giving the 2 points for the discussions, okay? And I will be clearer on when we're gonna close them, but I wanna give them a full week to do each discussion point, okay? So I will just go in there. I can probably assign dates, and I think that's up to me to get that done. But I haven't done that yet. I've just went ahead and put up the discussions for the class. Okay, my friends, what I suggest you do is for the discussion, especially you, Tim, because you're going to be in the class, you should do this. You should read what I asked them to read, all right, so that you're familiar with what's going on, okay? Other than that, this should be a pretty easy semester, okay? And for you and that, if you were brought on board for GERO 200, I will do this same kind of thing for you, a video to help you out, all right? All right, well, we will talk, guys.